Guys, the position I'm going to show you now is very common to see this position people use in no-gi, right? Inside sakata position, or people call different names, or honey hall. I'm going to use the lapel, okay, to trap with my leg with the lapel and trap with her leg, and I'm going to get the position. So check it out. So sometimes I'm going to be here in single leg X, okay, and our partner's going to do a good job and maintain the base nice and tight. And you guys are going to feel like your partner's going to start to use the hands to try to take your hook out, alright? I really like it, back here, back to the front. I really like to, when I feel like I'm going to start to lose the position, I really like to let go of the pants grip and I start to open her lapel. Okay, sometimes the gi is already open, sometimes you need to take the gi out, alright? So when I get here, guys, I feel it's super important to, before you guys deliver the grip, you create a little off balance. I get my grip, and I'm going to start to push her over my right shoulder, the same side I have the grip in the collar. I'm going to use my legs to push her a little bit, create off balance, and look how I create space in here to start to underhook, okay, and deliver the grip to my hands. Okay? When I deliver, I need to make sure I deliver nice and tight, and I'm going to trap in my leg and her leg by using the lapel, right? So the lapel grip is super powerful control. As I get here, my grip is going to get back to the collar, and normally the person is going to step on the floor again. Okay? The only thing about this position, guys, I lose a little bit of control about the foot and the hips. Alright? Most of the time your partner is going to start to take the hook out. I really like to step on the floor and scoop myself a little bit more. I switch my hips a little bit to the side, but I turn my hips a little bit to the side. And I use the grip in the collar to start to pull her down and pull her to the side as I use my hooks to create off balance. I go 1 and 2. Okay? When I create this motion here, is the time to start to use my reverse X guard, right? So the bottom leg start to go underneath and I go reverse X guard. The common mistake I see here people do all the time is keep the hips outside. Make sure you place your hook inside. Okay? Now the motion is going to be, guys, I'm going to stretch her out first, and then I'm going to start to bring my knees close to my chest as I stretch her up. So pay attention now. I'm going to show you guys 2 ways. I like to maintain the lapel grip. If I reverse the leg hook, I'm going to start to slide my leg, look, all the way up, as I use my knee to catch her leg. When I catch her leg here, look, I like to pinch my knees. I don't like to walk like a figure 4. I just pinch my knees. And then I'm going to start to use the momentum to pull her over me and bring her, create off balance to sweep her to the side. Okay? You're going to stop right here right now. In the next video, I'm going to explain you guys how you guys get on top. Okay? I'm going to explain again. So, yeah. So single leg X, you start to feel your partner start to get heavy on top, alright? So very good way to control your partner better and make sure you keep the position, start to open the lapel, okay? And then start to create off balance before you deliver to the new hands. So look how I'm going to use my legs to push her over my shoulder. When she starts to close, I keep my foot pushing her and I start to get underneath. Okay, look at how I go under my leg here, okay? And I deliver the grip. When I get the grip, I grab the collar. Then most of the time my partner's gonna get back. But now, I really have control. So the most of the time your partner's gonna start to take your hook out. I'm gonna step on the floor, guys, make sure you scoop under, okay? As I scoop under, I'm gonna do everything at the same time. I'm gonna pull her down, and I'm gonna use my hook to create a balance again, that way, okay? So, I maintain her there, and now my reverse X guard is going to take place. I'm going to start to palm my leg in a reverse X. So look how my hips all going inside, guys. I'm going to stretch her out, and I'm going to start to bring my knee close to my chest, and I'm going to start to elevate her up. So a lot of people prefer to let go the lapel here and catch the knee. It's good as well. If you catch the knee, you guys are going to pull the leg and the same time you slide your reverse leg hook, your reverse X guard hook. You pull the leg as you pinch your knee. Okay? Now I'm going to pull her a little bit over me as I create off balance this way, the direction of my legs. I pull a little bit and I create off balance to get it sweep. So one more time. Start to open the lapel. So sometimes guys, if you guys see the lapel is too tight, you can even start with the grip of the belt. It will work very well as well. Okay? Same thing with the left balance and I get the belt grip. Okay? So now when she start to get her base and take my hook out, I step on the floor, start to move my hips a little bit to the side as I pull her to the side and I elevate by kicking her to the side. Now the reverse X guard starts to take place. I start to get under and make sure to keep her hips under. The motion is one, look, first I stretch her out, then I start to pull her over me, and I stretch her up. I start to slide my leg, then I catch her knee, and make sure to pinch her leg between, look how I pinch my knees, and now I use my legs to free of balance. And sweep to the side.